So I wanted to set another video to kind of follow up along Miss Aubyn's video of the explanation of the one-pager project. I just wanted to clarify a few things that I don't believe she mentioned in her video, but she does a really great job of explaining the project super in depth. So please make sure you watch hers and this video as well. So I changed the checklist a little bit to make it more of a rubric. So when you open that document, instead of it looking like what Miss Aubyn's document looked like, it's going to look like this. And so this is what needs to be included in your one-pager project. So it's listing all of the different categories with the descriptions of what exactly needs to be included, for example, for the setting. So there needs to be an illustration or a photo, and then a written description or a written description of the main setting of the book. Then for conflict, a written description of at least one character conflict and explain if it is internal or external, and so on and so forth. So your document is going to look like this. This is what you are going to use to make sure that you have included everything that needs to be included in your one-pager. Then the second document that you're going to see posted in Google Classroom is the one-pager templates. So when you open the Google Slides document, you're going to have 4 different examples of one-pager templates. You are only using one of those templates. You decide which one you want to use, and then you delete the other ones like what Ms. Aubyn explained. So if I wanted to use this first one, I'm going to delete this one, and delete this one. Now, what I think Ms. Aubyn missed was explaining how do you add text to this document. So I'm going to show you. You're going to go up to the top where it says Insert. You're going to click Text Box. Then you're going to get that little plus sign as your cursor. And so let's say I wanted to add the text title right here. I'm going to take my plus sign, click, continue clicking. I'm not going to lift my finger up. And then I'm going to drag so that the text box is the size that I want it to be. And so let's say I wanted it to be that size. I'm going to align it so that my cursor is in the center. I'm going to change it so it has a prettier font. Let's say I use this one. And then I'm going to type in there The Giver. Now that's really small, so I'm going to highlight it. And then make it just a couple sizes bigger so that you can see it a little bit better. And I could even say The Giver by Lois Lowry. And then I'm going to have to shrink my font now because it's too big. It doesn't fit in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play with it a little bit so that it fits in that box really nicely. And so then when I go back to my rubric, I've already taken the title of the book and the author's name. Now I just need to find a spot to put my name. So let's say I wanted to insert another text box, and I'm going to put my name up at the top so it doesn't take any room away from the project itself. I'm going to choose a different font, make it small. Doesn't need to be big since it's just my name. And then I can shrink the box a little bit. Not quite so big. Oops. And then I'm just going to move it over to the corner so that my name is on there, but it's small. Doesn't need to be super big, like I said. And then my name is on there. So when I go back to that rubric, I could check off that I have now completed that first box there. So now I automatically am getting that 1 point. So then when you go to add text elsewhere, same thing, insert text box, and then you can make it whatever size you want. I'm just going to make it so it fits in the boxes that are already there. And then I would go to start typing. Let's say I wanted to type about the setting next. So I'm going to title Setting. Once again, play with the fonts a little bit, bold it, make it bigger. And then that box could be dedicated to discussing the setting. And then I could insert text box, make one in this box. And then this box could be dedicated to, the next thing is conflict. So then once again, playing with the fonts, we'll pick a different one, make it a little bigger. And then that box could be dedicated to conflict. and so on and so forth. So there is some freedom playing with this. Make sure that you're using color, make sure that you're making it pretty. And Miss Aubin also wants to make sure, or we all want to make sure, that you're adding an additional slide on here too for your sources. So I haven't done that yet, so that's what I'm going to want to do next to make sure that my sources are included. And then I would write my sources in this box here for the giver, the photos, anything that I'm including on there. And then once again, I'll show you Miss Aubin's example. This is her example. As you can see, she used lots of colors. She has various images put on there as well. And then she has her sources document as well. So one more thing I'm going to show you is the images. So let's say that you wanted to insert image directly from here. And this is what a lot of you did on your social studies project. But the problem with that is you cannot find the URL. So another option, let's say that I go to a new tab and I click, and I'm in Google, and let's say I want to search for the giver setting images. And so this could be what the giver setting looks like. This is what the community looks like. So I'm going to right click. So I hit Control and right click, copy image. Then I'm going to go back to my document. And I'm going to make sure I'm not clicked in any of the text boxes or anything out on the outside. I'm going to right click again, and I'm going to click paste. Now my image is in there. And so let's say I put it kind of near this setting box. That's what my setting is. Now I can go back, and up at the top, which you cannot see right now, but up at the top in the URL, that's when I would copy and paste. I could click on this and then copy and paste that URL into my sources. So if I had photos, then I would copy and paste my URL so I know where that photo came from. And I could even type in setting photo so they know exactly which photo it is that I'm talking about. And there is my photo. When I have my cursor on my link that I've just pasted, you can see that that's the photo that I put into the document. So there's to clarify a couple things, just navigating the Google Slides, inserting the text boxes, and how that works. So hopefully that was helpful in clearing up some of those questions that maybe weren't addressed in Miss Aubin's video. And so at the end, yours should be looking similar to Miss Aubin's with the color and the photos and the different fonts. You're making it as appealing to the eye as possible. And then you have your sources as well. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that clarifies some things. Please make sure that you're not only watching this video, but also watching Miss Aubin's, because she goes further into depth explaining what exactly needs to be included in the project. I didn't do that. I'm more just helping you along with how to operate the document itself, how to put the photos in, put the text in, so on and so forth. Let me know if you have any questions. Always here to help you. Hopefully that helps clarify some things for you. Good luck on your project this week.